Man, we've been getting a lot of interviews done lately, and I'm all here for it because it gives us stuff to talk about. When Kent Hughes or Quinn Hughes or anybody else whose last name is Hughes speaks to the media, we make a video response to it. And the same can apply to the Detroit Red Wings, my third favorite team. And what was said here on an article talking about Lucas Raymond. This piece was published by Michael Whitaker on the Hockey News earlier yesterday, and it dives into what Lucas Raymond says about Todd McLellan ahead of his first full season as Detroit Red Wings head coach. This article will be linked in the description if you want to go out there and read it yourself, but let's dive into the commentary that Lucas Raymond provides us fans. While the Detroit Red Wings fell short of qualifying for the Stanley Cup Playoffs last season, a key positive they carried into the offseason was their performance under new head coach Todd McLellan, whose tenure from late December onward translated to a 96-point pace over a full 82-game campaign. Forward Lucas Raymond, who reached a new career high of 80 points after scoring 27 goals and 53 assists in his fourth NHL season, noted that he and his teammates immediately noticed a difference in Todd McLellan's coaching style compared to Derek Lalonde, who was dismissed after a 13-17-4 start to the campaign. Man, that was really bad, wasn't it? 13-17-4? The team was 13-21 with 4 loser points in there? Man, oh man. Derek Lalonde had to have gone earlier. I think a lot of folks can agree with that. Lucas Raymond, who is in Milan, Italy as part of the NHL's European Player Media Tour, also believes that beginning the upcoming season with McLellan behind the bench will reap serious benefits for the Detroit Red Wings. This is where we dive into the commentary from Raymond himself. It was good. It was really good, Raymond said of the difference under Todd McLellan. Just when he came in, obviously it's not easy. I can imagine as a coach coming in mid-season to a team and trying to implement your stuff. But for us, I felt a big difference right away. And I think with him getting a full training camp and a full summer with all the training staff and the organization to push in his direction, it's going to benefit us a ton. That is very fair. Todd McLellan kind of had to run with it just right away upon being hired by the Red Wings, and to be fair, the team was good. You could definitely notice an immediate change in tenacity and actual production when Todd McLellan made his debut with the squad. It wasn't perfect. They weren't consistently good throughout the entirety of the remainder of the season, but it was good enough where it's like, yeah, there's hope here. There is enough good faith being built with the Red Wings and Todd McLellan's system that fans can look at it and be excited. Just coming in my first year along with Mo, it was kind of nice coming in together, and we've had a similar journey, Lucas Raymond said of playing alongside of Moritz Seider. Raymond also expressed appreciation for being teammates with both Dylan Larkin and Patrick Kane, the latter of whom he referred to as hilarious to be around. Obviously, Larkin as a captain, I've played with him pretty much my entire career from my first year, Raymond said. Just having that guidance is huge, and it's not just developing into a great friendship where we can support each other, and it's nice to have someone where you can go through with that. And for Patrick Kane, Kaner is Kaner. It's fun to have him around. He's hilarious, and he is so much fun to be around and learn from, Raymond continued of Kane. I try to soak in as much as possible with everything he has done, but I feel like people P-O-Pill. Interesting spelling there. Unfortunate for the writer of this article. You might want to change that. People might not see that side of him too often, but he's actually a funny guy, Raymond says. So, that's sweet, isn't it? I mean, Lucas Raymond going out there and talking the talk about his teammates, not only acknowledging that him and Larkin have pretty much been stapled together ever since Raymond's first year. Larkin, of course, debuted with the Red Wings back in 2015. Lucas Raymond became a Red Wing in 2021. So Larkin had a long time to go before finding Raymond as a long-term line mate, you could say. But once Raymond was inserted into the Red Wings lineup, it's like, yeah, that guy's going to be a first-line winger. He's already there. 80 points the most previous year at just 22, turning 23 years of age. There is literally no telling how high Lucas Raymond's offensive production ceiling is going to be as he reaches ages 24, 25, 26, 27, all the way until the end of his career. Hopefully it is with the Detroit Red Wings, but as long as it's beside Dylan Larkin, I think a lot of fans have some excitement to build up for that. And for Patty Kane, I mean, he's kind of an older dude, 36 years old. He is a veteran, not necessarily the best defensively, but he is so good with his puck skills, and he was the NHL legend that he was, a league-defining player in the 2010s. He's a funny guy, apparently. And now, seeing all this morale, team building, personality, he's fun to be around type of stuff, I'm really starting to think now that it was a good decision for Detroit to bring this guy back. Not that I was ever against it in the first place, but I do know that there were some Red Wings fans kind of saying, hey, maybe it's not really the best idea to re-sign Patty Kane. He's not really the best guy defensively, and he's not really fast, so do the Red Wings need to use a roster spot for that guy? But he wants to be in Detroit. He's able to score 40 to 50 points a year, and it seems like the team really likes him. Heck, 40 to 50 points a year? Nah, he had 47 points in 50 games in 23-24. Also, you gotta remember, Patty Kane looked really, really bad under Derek Lalonde in the start of the previous campaign. It's like the guy was totally checked out. I think if he has a full season under Todd McLellan and he has that motivation, Patty Kane could get 65-plus points this upcoming year. I don't think it's impossible, especially if Alex DeBrincat continues dominating with his goal scoring in the way that we had seen in the past. But back to Raymond, though, let's go over to the article and continue with this. Raymond, Kane, Larkin, and the rest of the Red Wings are scheduled to begin training camp from Traverse City, Michigan later this month on September 18th. Following 8 preseason games, they'll open the new season against the Canadiens at Little Caesars Arena on October 9th. So, there you go. That is Lucas Raymond's Milan interview talking about the Detroit Red Wings, the players on the team, how the vibes are shaking up with this squad, and how the vibes are pretty good. I know you can't necessarily say that Raymond, Larkin, and Kane are going to be a unit together. They don't play on the same line. However, they play on the same power play, so I guess that's the unit of measurement you could go off of. But just seeing some of this commentary here from Raymond about the guys on the team, it builds excitement. It gives us stuff to read, and it gives us stuff to get hyped up for. And if Lucas Raymond is able to take that positive momentum into the season, if the Red Wings are able to capitalize on Todd McLellan's systems and his preparation heading into 25-26, who knows what the Red Wings can be capable of. Derek Lalonde almost dragged this team into the playoffs in 23-24 before totally crapping the bed at the start of 24-25. Todd McLellan had some good momentum coming in 2025. Will he be able to carry that in for a full 82 this upcoming year? I want you to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you feel about Lucas Raymond's commentary on Patty Kane, Dylan Larkin, playing with Mo Seider for his entire career, and the way the Red Wings have grown in the past year and a bit? And what are your thoughts on the expectations for this squad moving forward? How well do you think these guys will play, and how many points does Patrick Kane get? Mr. Funny Guy himself over here. I'm thinking that he could get up to 65 if everything goes right and he actually has the motivation. But what are you thinking? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.